Hello, I'm Rose Swain, and I'm a Messy learner. So, based on recent studies, self-studying and classroom both take up 10% of learning. Socializing takes up 20% of learning, and practicing takes up 60% of learning. All my life, I've been receiving a unique type of education in China. I still remember the time when I was in kindergarten. I learned how to count through touching and counting wooden cubes, while kids who receive knowledge-based education learn how to count just by sitting in a boarding classroom and listening to tedious lectures for hours and hours. In primary school, instead of learning about the nature from reading biology textbooks over and over again, I explored and studied the nature. I have been teaching 40 kids in my neighborhood for 3 years already. A lot of parents inform me their children loved it very much, and they grasp knowledge very effectively, and they get nothing like this in public schools. Turning knowledge into practice has greatly enhanced my understanding of the knowledge. As a solution, I plan to implement the iExperience program, which will be the continuation of the work I have already been doing in my own house, and passing that knowledge on to the public school system in my community. First of all, I have consulted the Liu Elementary School, which is a school that I'll be cooperating with. Through my conversation with Ms. Liu, the principal, I have learned that she is willing to provide the opportunity for me to share my experiential learning experiences with the faculty. She will also like for me to lecture her students in the experiential way. Next, I will have a Christmas learning class prepared for the students in mid-December, which will be an excellent opportunity for the students and teachers to experience the experiential education. If the school had a deficiency of teaching materials, I will be willing to provide. Last, the teachers will keep track of the students' progress due to the attempt of incorporating experiential learning to the classroom. We look at all facets, for instance, the growth of their interest in learning, their attendance, and their improvement of grades. The largest possible difficulties are the parents may prefer knowledge-based learning, and teachers may lack sufficient training in experiential teaching. I believe my teaching, past experiences, and resources will be helpful in those situations. Maria Montessori, an Italian educator, believed that the teacher's primary responsibility is to create the appropriate environment for learning and provide the spark that allows children to develop naturally. Given the ability to be mobile and learn from their surroundings rather than being forced to sit still and be lectured to. Most children, even rough inner city kids, flourish under her system. In conclusion, experiential education increases the students' passion for learning and comprehension of knowledge in order to grasp the knowledge effectively. I'll be working with the Liu Primary School to promote this type of learning, starting with my own community. And with your financial support, more students will be exposed to this effective way of learning. Together, we can bring more children to the experiential education in the Chinese community. Last but not least, I want to end with the part of a poem by Robert Frost. Two roads diverge in the wood, and I took the one less traveled by, and it has made all the difference. Thank you. Yes, sir.
Yeah, okay. So you have, why did you pick to go to China to do this? Do you find that there's a lack of experiential learning in China? Do you have a passion for China? Can you explain a little bit of your rationale?
So I was born in China, and I'm an authentic Chinese. And so I've been passionate about education for a very long time, because as you know, China has a very poor educational system, and a lot of students have been negatively affected by this. And I want to help my country, and I want to revive the education in my country. I mean, I'm not gonna do it within one night or like 6 months. It's like a very slow process. But I believe like if I try right now, and I've been doing this for 3 years, the community will gradually change. And I really believe in that. And just I feel like it's just very important to start with your own community, and then it will eventually spread, and people will be aware of this, and then the education will improve.
So is your goal to work with, is your primary goal to be educating students in the experiential learning, or is your primary goal to be educating the administration and teachers so that that can be, what is your primary focus?
So when I first started, I just wanted to assist the children in my neighborhood. I wanted to start with the kids. So I did, and I've been doing that for 3 years, and it's been working out really well. And then